Good morning. Buenos dias. Buongiorno. What's up, you guys? Happy Tuesday. I hope the glare isn't terrible. Oops. Let's see. Okay, it's Tuesday, November 9th. Cue the coffee maker. 2021. You guys, I want to take a moment and just acknowledge. Yesterday, one of my oldest living matriarchs passed away. My grandmother's sister, my Zia Lucia, my Aunt Lucy. She lived a long and beautiful life, and she was my grandmother's best friend, and so my grandmother is just heartbroken. But she was a beautiful woman. She made some delicious food. She was definitely a spirited lady. She was full of life and vibrant. She was a golfer. She was a little old Italian lady golfer. It was pretty hilarious. Anyways, I just want to take a moment and honor her and her legacy and the impact that she's had on me and my family and my grandmother, and just spend some moments acknowledging the impact that those who come in our lives through the journey and the influence that they have on us. You know, the Italian side of my family had a major influence on decisions that I made related to my business. So I honor that legacy and the energetic frequencies that it has brought into my life. So here's to Aunt Lucy today. That said, how is the energy for everybody else? How is everybody feeling? How do you honor the energy that has come in through your ancestors, through your patriarchs, through your matriarchs, through the people that have been influential in the decisions that you've made for yourself and the lives that you've created for yourselves? Well, let's see what wants to come through for today. Yesterday I did a reading, and the reading went on a little long, and I forgot to pull the animal cards. And at the end I was like, I forgot to fill the animal cards. So today I'll make sure to pull animal cards. All right, let's see. November 9th, 2021. Miracle, empowerment, discernment. Well, the empowerment came out yesterday in the same place. It's so interesting how these cards work, how they find themselves in the same position. I don't necessarily, the way I read these is like, you know, the present, the immediate past, the long-term past, the immediate future, the long-term future, whatever. However, you know, today, tomorrow, the next day, or yesterday, today, tomorrow. I just pull 3 cards, and I generally see this as the influence that may have occurred that created this empowerment that's going to activate the discernment. So for me, this is like something unfolded in a way that maybe surprised you or created the space for you to see that anything is possible. And that miracle energy, for me, a miracle can be anything. Like, I can define a miracle as just something showing up that I was thinking about manifesting, and then voila, I don't even have to go very far to like get it. It just shows up. That to me is a miracle. It's just something that naturally unfolds that you're thinking about, maybe not necessarily speaking about, maybe you are. It just presents itself naturally. To me, that's a miracle. And then something about this, something unfolded to empower you into really being able to see things from a very compassionate and wise lens. Something is unfolding that naturally is occurring, that's giving you the empowerment to really see how you want to be in the world, who you really are going to be for the world. Being very clear about that, very discerning about that, very compassionate. It's like being able to discern your ability to view the world and the people around you from a place of balance, detachment, inner compassion, and wisdom. So like I was talking about yesterday about being able to have a bird's eye view about, family dynamics, and being able to step out of the family dynamic and discern what is really useful, or what is a power struggle, what is a generational argument or continuous, push-pull type stuff. And the same thing with like the people and the places around you, the world around you, how to discern what is, good for you. What is what? Just what is what? It's really what it's all about. You're discerning what's what. Yes. There is a sun coming in hot. South facing. Or wait, what is that? That's kind of like southeast facing. All right, let's see, you guys. Tuesday, November the 9th. Queen of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. World. Five of Cups. Four of Wands. Queen, Lovers, Queen of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Tower, Eight of Swords, Ten of Wands. Whew. I'll take that too. What is this Five of Cups here for? What is the grief this is? Okay, so all four queens are here, all four of them. Not one king. There's a Knight of Pentacles and a Knight of Swords, but not one king. So there's some very dominant feminine energy here. So I think what's happening is that things are shifting. The age of Aquarius. You guys, there's something very powerful happening in the feminine energy right now, where you're really going to be able to be in a space of receiving changes. There's something that is happening. There's a new cycle. There's a new opportunity for you to move in a new direction. And it's there's some grief that's being worked out. Some challenges that are being worked out, things are about to come together. Some truth, some clarity, some inner knowing, some real powerful self-care. Things are moving slower than maybe you want, but they're moving. And there's going to be an opportunity for some coming together, some celebratory energy, some stability around you being able to choose how you want things to come together so that you can stand really powerful in this inner knowing. I think who you're being right now is really confident and natural, like I said, really just allowing things to naturally come together. And I think as long as you can continue to stand anchored in that energy, that's going to continue to empower you to receive the information that you need. There might be some messages that you're not altogether sure that you, I don't know. There's going to be some messages that are going to be coming in. And I think they're going to be related to what you've been working on and what you've been manifesting. I think you're going to be moving. Something's going to be moving. Maybe you're moving. I'm moving. I want to move. That's something that I want. I don't know when that's going to happen, but not sometime between now and soon. I think you're going to be receiving some information this week, though, about some directions to move in. Whatever it is, whether it be literally moving or like what decisions around work, directions like that you're going to want to be focusing your attention on. So this new cycle that's coming after some pretty difficult changes around mindsets that have been really burdensome, that you're now overcoming and seeing really clearly seeing some things now. And, you know, there might be some loss. There's some things that you might have to lose in order to gain, which can be very difficult. But you're moving forward. Because you've really released and you've surrendered to the Ten of Swords. Dun, dun, dun. You've surrendered to the can't get any worse. Okay? And now you're really wanting what you want. You go from the Ten of Swords to the Nine of Cups to the Ten of Pentacles, which is wishing for something incredibly stable and abundant to manifest. That's what you're working on. That's what's happening here. So allowing for things to be done with, surrendering to the completion of finality after some very difficult, good grief. Change. Well, the good news is you're at the end of that. You're at the end of something that has been really difficult, misleading, conflicting with your path, interfering with the journey. Just some energy that has been in the space. When there's toxic energy in space, it could look like a variety of different things. Like when I say toxicity, it could look like addiction. Addiction is a third party energy, and that could look like your addiction to whatever lower vibrational frequency that you've developed habits around. Could be related to substances. It could be related to how you spend your money, like addiction to all kinds of things. Whatever interferes with your ability to think clearly. It doesn't necessarily have to be, it could be a material addiction, but it could be also other things like your addiction to drama or conflict or manipulation, whatever it is. That is whatever has interfered, whatever conflicting misalignment has interfered, whatever external noise, self-defeating manipulation. You're at the end of that. You're at the end of that cycle. You're learning the lessons. There's this like transformation that's happening that you need to continue to move forward. Be done with all of the past. Be done with all of this nonsense that has interfered in the journey so that you can transform, so that you can move through this transformation. Empress, Hanged Muse, Hermit. So you can see so there's this surrendering to this beautiful, abundant energy of like Empress. She's just stable and balanced and beautifully birthing something, gestating miracles. surrendering to that of which you are gestating and creating, and allowing for it to, allowing for your wisdom to guide you into your hermit, into your meditation, into the space. Wow. I said, how long are we going to be in this meditated space? And I got the High Priestess, which is essentially the Hermit and the High Priestess. They're like, they're a pair. You're going into this, oh my goodness gracious. You're going into this really deep space of enlightenment. And you're developing this inner knowing that's going to guide you through some deep wisdom, through a portal. I think this is going to be happening through the remainder of this year. And it's going to be really powerful. Because where you're headed is the Ace of Wands, which was the first card out of, so this was the first card yesterday out of the reading, and this was the last card. So we're back where we started. There's something incredibly transformative happening here. It's happening on a spiritual plane that's going to manifest in the physical plane, but it's the timing of it is unknown and now. It's the only place to be. The only place to be is in the here and now. That's where the unknown exists. This is such a dichotomy. Unknown right now. That's what needs to happen. You need to continue to be in this space right here in the present moment right now. Wow. The generous present moment. That's where all things are created. It's where the only space of the unknown exists, is in the here and now. Wow. Ooh-wee. If that isn't a tell, it's so telling. Be here now and just be completely in alignment with this intuitive, spiritual guidance as you navigate through these frequencies. All right, let's see. What do the animals want to say? I was listening to a Joe Dispenza talk yesterday. Spirit has your back. Reclaim your power. Set healthy boundaries. Okay, so as you're overcoming whatever cycles, whatever, as you're going through this change, as you're going through this metamorphosis, as things are shifting, and there is some difficult emotions that are going to probably come up for you as this all unfolds, it's going to be really important that you stand in your power and you really create the healthy structure for yourself that's going to empower you through this journey. I was listening to a lecture yesterday, Howard Stern, well, not Howard Stern, I was listening to, what's his name? Lewis Howes. And he was interviewing Joe Dispenza, and they were talking about how you create life from the here and now. You can't use the past to create the future. You can't use the future to create the past. You have to be here in this generous present moment and really trust in your inner knowing to guide you towards what it is that you are manifesting and creating right now, so that it will continue to unfold as you go forward. Check it out. I could always leave the link I'll leave the link to that in the description box so you can click on it and watch it. It's 2 hours. The first hour is about relationships. So if you're interested in learning about energy and relationships, watch that part. The second part is all about manifesting and creating a powerful life for yourself by being present and by creating from nothing in this here and now, in this unknown. So might be worthwhile. All right, you guys. So I hope there was a message in this reading. I hope you have a good Tuesday. I wish you well.